What's going on, team? Welcome back along to Global Rugby Manager. It is round 8 of season 7 and we're up against the Port Lincoln Infantry. You can see the squads on screen now. We've gone pretty much unchanged. The only injury, Kikuchi in the squad, having him out for, I think he's out for another one more game, or he might be fit back after this one, but he's out for today. We'll check on injuries and squads later on, but first things first, result versus the infantry. It's the Invaders versus the infantry. Let's get this game underway. Invaders on your left in the black, yellow and red. It is the infantry in the black and white, and the Invaders hit the ball first and have thumped it away through the boots of Brock, who spins it straight opposite direction to where it was travelling. The skill of the man, the talent is crazy. Here is Gossard away to Brock. I love what Gossard can do. The man puts the game on a string, but we have instantly lost the ball straight back. So first opportunity here to the infantry, and they've cut us straight in half as well, but spilled the ball. Leo gets it back to Jones. Carter Jones had a chance. We're looking the likes of a Gossard to do damage there. Here's Evans, it's still advantage for us. And Clyde Edwards, who I'd love to see score a try, Clyde. Away to Carter Jones, who's kicked this far away from the fullback too. It spins almost like Brock just before, away from the touchline, which isn't much fun. And it's a deft little, almost a chip, but a good punt. Oh no! What a stuff up at the back from Clyde Edwards, I think. And he's bounced that into touch. The ball's come free, and who put that out? It was the infantry. So our line out operates really well. Lior out to Brock. Brock hits the line and passes away to Carter Jones, who works into his daily routine. Beating tackles is what he does. Carter going nowhere there at all. Pick and go from Gossard. Not wanting to mess around. Gossard goes straight into it. Lior again, packing forwards. He skips him out and goes to Carter Jones, who goes nowhere. We're not playing too far away from the ruck here. Bissing going to Cooper. Now we're in behind them. Gossard passes to Phil. Phil Muhammad gets away down the left-hand side, but he is isolated. Oh, he's hung on. Well done, Gossard, to get in there and support. Missing out, Evans. It's Brock to Jones. Squad ball to Carter. Did you see that ball? Round the corner, the guy is laying down on the floor, and an intercept pass away to Latu. And they've still got a guy down on the floor, and they have to kick this away. He doesn't look injured. It's picked up from Phil. Phil runs back towards the support. Gossard, what a ball away to Ross Taras. Back it goes to Evans. Evans in behind, but the flanker was all alone. There was a lot of white jumpers around him as well. He's lost it. And that's been spilled to Ross Taras again. Oh, Zangetti bumps one man off. We want to try. Try time, boys. We are at home. It's got to be. And it's still advantage for the knock on. Great little drop-off ball there from Zangetti. Away to, that looks like he's in touch. No, away to Carter Jones. And here comes the Invaders again. Phil Muhammad away to Brock. Brock spins away from one. Looking in good touch here, Mr. Bondisio. Ball comes back, Lior quickly. Oh, what a ball! Straight thrown it to Trisco. Oh, he's beaten them all. Trisco scores a great try. How many defenders did he beat? And I hear you saying, Kikuchi who? That's right, I don't remember his first name. But it is the first try. Trisco scores. Carter Jones converts. Invaders 7. Port Lincoln Infantry 0. Great start there from the boys. We worked hard on that, but I like the way we're developing these little short passes off the big boys as well. Why didn't that spin on a point and go opposite direction? Because Phil Muhammad was screaming up the sideline there. Great start, Invaders. Our line out, we're putting pressure on, but it's way to Murphy, who's chopped it again. And Carter Jones has not grabbed it, though. It has been picked up from Latu, who does very, very well there for the infantry. On the 10-metre line, away through the backs, it goes straight into Brock, and it's not knocked on. Now it's knocked on. Not ideal. Not ideal at all there from the Invaders, as they've cut us in half too. Latu's very, very hard to stop. Gossard's going to let that bounce, and he's hammered for his troubles as well. But we'll go back for the scrum. Now, can we put pressure on here? Scrum is always a real 50-50 sort of thing, but neither side has gained an advantage. As the ball goes towards the sideline, quick throw on Gossard, let's do it. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Line out throw, and Tchescu hits his man as well. Very nicely. Brocky away to Jones, who does what he does, beats one tackle and trundles outside the 22. We've got Taras playing the scrum half, and he's fed it beautifully to Brock, who's hammered this away. Again, the ball bounces kindly for the infantry, and that has got to be, out on the full. Leor's back there, and he's going to give it to Gossard. Pops it short to Cooper. Back to Tchescu, who's running the show. Look, a pick and go from Leor, trying to get recycle ball out there very fast, but he's lost it. Not ideal at all from the Invaders there either, but good defence. Putting pressure on with fresh defence. This is what we got. Oh, they got an injured guy. Well, the short side play. That was very, very good too. Oh, I don't even want to say his name. Chico Bava has screamed down the sideline. They're standing all over the injured man. Not very good teamsmanship there as the infantry go to Yoshida and try to break away. No one in the Invaders side is even getting involved in that breakdown. Carter Jones absolutely drilled. And a turnover. That's what we like to see as well from the Invaders defence. Murphy loses the ball, and Leor will pop it away to, charge down. Oh dear, this is trouble. It's been picked up from Phil Muhammad. He's gone and goal. Is that a technically 5-metre scrum? It is. Oh no, that's terrible. I'd love a penalty right there, but it won't come our way. Laidlaw goes away, and they've kicked it. And Gossard takes that nicely. This will be a 22 dropout. That was kicked into the end goal. And now we'll move forward. 10 minutes into the game, we have a 7-0 lead. Invaders looking nice early on, but under a bit of pressure now from the infantry. Bit of a kicking duel is ensuing here, and we're not winning it at all too well. Gossard, who's normally got a thunderous punt, has given him a great counter-attack opportunity out wide. Van der Merwe's all there by himself. Oh no, Gossard comes across, quick ball inside. Shut it down, boys. Oh, hell, we missed two. I didn't like that chance when I saw the numbers they had on the far side. I thought, we've got to get back to the action on this, and we have just not done well on our defence there. How many tackles did we fall off? If we hit our tackles there, didn't miss them, that would have been shut down pretty quickly. We had numbers on defence, they just did not let us get away with it. And Pripik, what a name for their fullback, has kicked it straight back to us, and Ross Taras has gone for one of his worst runs with the ball. Here's Captain Zanghetti down the short side, and he's gone into touch, which is not too pleasing. And I mean, I think there was like one phase of rugby between when we left that highlight when we rejoined. As here is Phil Muhammad. No, it's Brock Bondesio, I should say. Away to Gage Carter. Quick ball, Leor. Quick. Oh, Leor, you've missed the boat, man. Now it's man on 3-on-3 defence. It's playing Van der Merwe. And the big fella's all out there all by himself. And it's a pick and go from Ross Taras. He goes into the 22. Well played, son. Phil, way to Brock. Short one popped down the corner for who else? But a try-scoring prop, Blake Van der Merwe. Into the 22 we are. Running onto it nicely is Gossard. Does very well. We've lost that. Hell, we lost that. It was like 3-on-1 in the breakdown. That is crazy talk there. And I thought they were going to run it out. It's a bit of a bomb. Straight up over the top. Regained it by Latu. They've gained about 10 metres if they had a pick and go from Yoshida. And it looks like our chance to score our second try has been bombed. But no, Ross Taras picked up, goes Sean Brock Bondesio. Oh, the veteran, the legend of the Invaders scores our second try. I was about to leave it. And that terrible pass straight to the path of try assist king number 8, Ross Taras. It is 14-7. The Invaders are back. Conversion is good as well. And straight away we get into our work. And through the run of Clyde Edwards, we go outside the 22 with a 7-point lead to Carter Jones. This is good work for the Invaders. I just want to get it clear our line. And yes, thank you, Leor. You do that just very nicely. Get a bounce on that and touch would have been great. But alas, there we go. 14-7. 17 minutes in. We'll move on to see what else we get from the first half. Hopefully, another try. We can take a nice little lead. Should be a turnover. There it is. Well played. Great set-piece opportunity here for the Invaders to try and cause some trouble. But, it's a touchdown kick. And it's gone straight back to them as well. Latu has been instrumental, but he's lost the ball. Have we hung on to this? We're getting pushed back. We've hung on to the ball. That's well played. We've done very well to turn that back over. Zanghetti, it's left and right and up and down all over the place. Ross Taras puts it eventually to ground. Brock away to Richards, and Leon Richards, a big tall timber in the second row, takes us to the 22. Jones going nowhere, doesn't beat that first tackler, and that is his game out the window. Lior, away to Gossard. Gossard beats two! Away goes to Josh Evans, and the open side flanker has plenty of speed to go in for the try. Invaders score their third, it's 19-7. And the Port Lincoln Infantry are fading away now, behind by 12. It'll stay 12 as well, as Carter Jones' kick is straight. 22 minutes in. Nice little lead here for the Invaders as Van der Merwe looked for the quick pass straight after receiving the ball, which he was incapable of. Instead, we go back from the resetting at the breakdown, and Brocky does the hard work out wide to touch. 19-7, 23 minutes gone. It has been knocked on by the Infantry, and they turn back over straight away. But scrum feed. Now we're under pressure. This is one of the first scrum feeds we've had, and it's gone away to Clyde Edwards, who's beautifully set up for Brock Bondisio. Needs Edwards with him though. Needs that support player. He gets it. Nice work, Clyde. Now we know you're quick, Clyde. I don't know what it is about you that we just can't quite nail down as your best work. Ross Taris receives the offload from Gossard, and we kind of just middle around there doing nothing special. The ball to Brock, and the ball from Tatriski was terrible. What the hell happened there? It all went pear-shaped pretty quick, and a turnover. No! Well, I thought Latu got wrapped up and the ball was nicked there from what looked like Gage Carter, but it doesn't turn out to be that way. 19-7 though. We're almost at the 25-minute mark as the Infantry look to do some damage out wide here on halfway. But to sort, yes, it's a terrible run. They're trying to turn it, kick it away, but it's failing miserably. I like this pressure here. Finally, they go wide. They think they've got numbers, but it's shut down so fast. The Invaders' defense is doing a number on these guys. We are nearing the half an hour mark. Oh, two-man tackle really ripped him down. And Murphy, no way through. Now they'll get it away to Kosmisku, who chops this way down towards our 22. Mr. Gossard is there, and he puts his thunderous punt onto it. And the drive back. Oh, knock on! Yes, I like it. Very well played. Edwards grabs the ball, and now the Infantry are under a world of pressure. That is a terribly fat pass. How do you get away with that? It's Gossard. Put the wheels on, Gossard. We beat one man. Really threw him away. Taras has missed the ball. It's still advantage Invaders. And Tatrisku gets in there and helps out. It's I thought Brocky was going for a drop goal. How is this not advantage to play? We've gone back like 40 metres, ref. We've got numbers over though out wide, and it's Van der Merwe. I mean, come on, ref. Give us a scrum. Way back down the side. If he calls advantage over, I'm just going to lose it here. Still advantage, and we're still, I mean, that was there as 22. Way over, whatever way it is. Here's Lior. Lior slides through. Away to Evans, out wide. Clyde Edwards, he's running out of space though. And advantage is over. No, it's not. It's not. He's called back advantage all the time. And now their hook has gone up. Here's Clyde Edwards. Clyde Edwards into the line. Thundering in. And he's lost the ball. But we got a penalty. My goodness me. We're making hard work of this, folks, I tell you. Looking for the 3. Here's the kick. Looks all right from Carter Jones. Looks very good. And over she goes. Carter Jones adds 3 more. 22-7 the score. That was hard work, I tell you. That was really hard work as Laidlaw pulls it in. We sell it straight back. 22-7. Let's see if the last 10 minutes of the first half offers anything more. Well, the Infantry have played themselves into a nice little position here near our 22. It's a bit of a threat just before half time, so we'll see what rolls out before the 40-minute break. Whether they can crack the egg of our defence, or will we hold tight heading into the second 40 minutes? We'll see how this portrays out as they've had a good little run here. And Sheeta, this man goes straight through. It would have been an easy try there if he just slid that last tackle away to Lantu's a drop goal. Well, that was unexpected. Okay. 22-10. That gets that point of difference, doesn't it? We missed that conversion, which means that 2 converted tries. We'll see them take that lead back. 1 minute to go in the first half. We'll cook it through and see what happens in this last minute of the game. We've got a short ball to captain Zen Giddy. Captain Luca doing very, very well there. 22-10. We're still in fair control of this game. Carter Jones threw a dummy. Oh, what a little dummy it was. Little delicate round over his head, something. It looks special. 22-10, a 12-point lead. It's not really convincing, is it? I'm not too pleased with how we've played so far. We've got good opportunity here to close this out. 30 minutes to the break. Lior away to Brock. Brock running hard. The bulldozing the hooker. I mean, you don't see that too often, do you? A fly half knocking a hooker on his ass. But we've done that very well. Here's Carter Jones. Two defenders again. Carter Jones draws them into the tackle, which gives us room on the outsides. Gossard away to Trescu. I mean, try to spin move to Trescu. Cut out pass to Carter Jones is flattened. We've hung on to their ball though, which is nice. 40 minutes is up. Our little chip through over the top. This is nice here from Brock. Rick Gavin. Oh! I seen that from Phil. He went to tow it through, and if he got on it, it would have been a certain try because everyone else is going the other way. What are they going to do here, the infantry? Are they going to play this out? Oh, we've turned it over. Leon's got the ball. He's screaming instructions. Away to Gage Carter, who's flattened in a two-faced tackle. So's Brock. Good defence at the moment here from the infantry. We fire it out. Left side is Muhammad. Back inside to Sam Cooper. Don't forget the name because he's in touch. And that will be half time. They're all offside. They're all offside, Rev. Oh, dear me. 12 points is a lead. 22-10. It is the invaders over the infantry, and Gossard is dropping balls left, right, and centre. But maybe we can let that slide. We'll try and improve his handling, I guess, a bit more. But we have the lead by 12, and Edwards has popped the ball away to Richards, who's got it to touch. Delightful. Let's move on with a 12-point lead. Only about a minute or a couple of minutes into the half, and we've got a nice little scrum feed for a knock-on by the infantry as we look to attack from the set piece. 30 metres out from their line. We've got a good opportunity here to put this game, I'd say, beyond doubt here. If we can get another try, we'll be right in the box seat. But I know we've been trying quite a bit as here's Brock Bonicio beating two defenders going into the 22. Quick ball, Lior, away to Carter Jones. Pops it short to Gates Carter. Out wide it goes to Bantamoli Gossard. And his fullback is in for another try. We are blessed with amazing fullbacks here at the Invaders. We, of course, had none other than Phil Muhammad in the first few seasons, but now he has evolved into a winger. We now have Bantamoli Gossard, who is just a freak. Mark Collis, we haven't said his name all day long. Clyde Edwards hit that at a phenomenal pace as well. If only could have broken that tackle, he could have seen Clyde popping up a few more points. The conversion actually was over, which is very good to see, as Yoshida has been safe and tidy at the back, got to say, for the infantry, as he's kicked this high and straight into the hands of Clyde Edwards, who's, he's been involved. We'll give him that, bro, Clyde. I feel for him, but here's Gossard, back in the line. It's Bantamoli Gossard, away to Phil Muhammad to Lior. If only they could open a bit more, they do, to Sam Cooper, the big flanker will go in. Another try, Invaders. That is it. Bonus point secured. Sam Cooper scoring a try this time. Great to see old Cooper doing the business. Sammy Cooper, yes, boy. That is very nice. Kickoff is back underway quickly from the infantry and down to Hooker to Trescu. And Lior's got it right on his 22. And Brock Bonicio, not messing about, smacks us in the full, on the full, into touch. 36-10. 8 minutes can change the game quite substantially, can't it? It was a close one at 22-10. Now 36-10. It is a big pile of points, 14 unanswered to the Invaders, who lead this one by a tidy 26 points. What's coming up in the second half? We've still got half an hour to go. Is this going to mount up to be a thrashing by the home team? Let's hope so. More tries, hopefully, on the radar. Well, Thunderman Sam Cooper has just knocked the ball on, which has given the infantry a scrum feed. Oh, no! Which Trescu looks like he's gone up for, which is terrible. We've given away a penalty now as well. Bad's worse on the set piece, 40 metres out. Something could happen here. But now they've got advantage as well. It's likely that they will tee up and take three, I'd imagine. if they get the chance. Oh, that's advantage over. Only mate, 6 or 8 metres. That's not much. They do have an overlap. How wide though? But Murphy decides not to go wide with it, and they keep it tight through the middle, right on the 22-metre line. It's all one pass. And they all get away with it. Edwards, Clyde Edwards, intercept ball. Edwards over halfway and 10-metre line, going towards the 22. Clyde Edwards going in for a miraculous try from the intercept. Clyde Edwards scores. That is what he does. Clyde Edwards finally gets the reward. And now, I do hope that the Clyde Edwards floodgates do open. Also, you may have noticed that we have a new player on the field that you guys might not have even seen before as a knock-on from the infantry. We do have an injury. Infantry and injury had two bloody close words. To Gage Carter at outside centre. So we've got a replacement centre on, which is a new guy that you guys won't have seen play before. And to be honest, apart from training matches, neither have I. Let's look at this first. Oh, that was close. Woo! But the guy, Wozczyk, I don't know actually how to say his name properly, but we're going to call him Wozczyk, is on the field, and he's playing it outside centre. It's through goes Latu, has been phenomenal for the infantry, and this is surely going to be in touch. No, they hang on as Pripik. What do you name? Laidlaw, another wild pass. That is, nearly knocked on. Turnover to Tresco, yes. Right. Oh man, that intercept from Clyde Edwards was something else, wasn't it? Here is Carter Jones. We won't see Wozczyk on the ball, unfortunately, but he's got 20 minutes to go. He's had about half an hour or so to make an impact as they go to the middle. Laidlaw hits a flat pass away to Murphy, who's hit that very fast at the line and popped an offload to Latu as well. Still under danger here, the Invaders. So we might stick with this as their crossfield kick coming in. Lior's got work to do on defence. Lior takes, Lior's been hammered, but Brock Bondesio and Buntamoli Gossard get across, shutting that down. He's messed that up. And Sam Cooper's pulled it in. It was a short little pop pass around the corner. He messed it up right royally. Gossard, no. Speaking about messing that up right royally is Buntamoli Gossard. Numbers out here to burn. This has got to be a try, surely it will be. A very well played one. Nice work. I'll give that to Pripik. That was a very well played try. Massive overlap, a little grubber kick through all day long. He could have stopped and made a cup of coffee if he wanted to. The conversion is a stray. We have conceded our second try of the game. 63 minutes in, Carter Jones kicks us back underway. And it's deep down to Goodwin, he's dropped the ball. But luckily for the infantry, it's not gone forward. And through has gone Murphy. Man, it's support. He went the wrong way, and it's a forward pass. It's a forward pass. He had a guy on his left shoulder. Why didn't he give it to Chescu? Stay down. Yes, good work. Get it straight out. Give it to the new guy. Where is he? Wozczyk. I want to see him in action. I want to see what he can do. I want you guys see what he can do as well. Here's Richards. Away to Jones. One more. There he is, number 21. Give him the ball. Give it to him, Brock. Brock! You selfish bastard. Brocky's kick for touch. And that is an exquisite kick from Brock. He's put that on an absolute feather. And now we're inside their 22, looking to attack their line out. They're going to run this through Murphy, who just gets smashed. And right there is Carter Jones. Just about a turnover again. They got an overlap out wide, and ranging forward was Clyde Edwards, who's been smoked again, and Goodwin keeping it alive to Murphy, going away to Laidlaw. Laidlaw's held up nicely, just as well, by our back row in support of each other. The kick comes in. No one's back. Well, Gossard's not back. There is this. Wozczyk. Oh my God! What are you doing, Clyde Edwards? He has just knocked it on inside its in goal. Clyde Edwards having a mare there. After that, amazing. Well, there's a terrible pass, and that's completely screwed their backline move. As has Wozczyk. Great tackle, and support play of Carter Jones. 12 and 13. Bang, bang. I don't know what this was, but turnover. 43-15. It is all happening here, folks. I tell you, 67 gone. I don't know why I'm not skipping forward, because we should be. But I want to see Wozczyk get the ball. Give him the ball. Carter Jones has gone through. Away it goes. Here he goes. Wozczyk. Good ball outside. Phil Muhammad. Just about Philly. Good play. We've seen a bit of Wozczyk. He caught the ball and then he passed it while maintaining good speed. So I'm impressed by what the young fella has done. He's a young fella too. It's advantage to the Invaders, 68 minutes in, 43-15, I want 50. I do, I tell you, I want 50. Damn it, boys, give me 50. Points. Away to Carter Jones, running the line, away to Washcheck, does very well. Oh, this young kid, he's got a bit of toe, doesn't he? He's got a bit of ticker. Quick ball, slow ball, I should say. Leon Richards, I mean, a big lanky scrum half like him, what do you expect? Now Leor's got the ball, good pass away. Washcheck again, gets a nice ball. Ball, Gossard, that is a beautiful pass from Washcheck. He's doing very nicely here. Brock is caught. It was a bit of a slow pass, and they paid the price. Leor's going backwards, but he needs to get the ball out of there. Goes away to Zengedi. Captain Zengedi, nice ball to Tatriscu. Had to jump for it there. Phil Mohammed, he's gone into touch for his efforts. Nice little play, though. I like what I'm seeing from Washcheck. Defensively, he got that turnover, remember? It was a great tackle. And Murphy will kick this one away. Into the 70th minute. I mean, these videos are always long, aren't they? So, let's just play out these last 7 minutes. Move on at the front. Let's see what we can do. Short ball to Carter Jones, who slides into the 22. 43-15. This has been emphatic. Away to Bondisio. Short ones. Mohammed gets it from Tatriscu. Phil Mohammed! Oh, Phil Mohammed! Oh, you beat everyone, but you put a foot in touch. Another line out. This one's been absolutely bombed. Shot goal! That's not 50, Carter Jones. What are you doing? I wanted Washcheck to do something special and get a try. Oh, get in there, Clyde Edwards. You've got a lot of making up to do. The intercept try was, it was beautiful. But that knock on and you're in goal, not so much. We'll work on his handling. We'll work on that. That's a knock on. We'll get the ball back, and here's Clyde Edwards. Clyde Edwards over halfway. He's not quick enough. He can offload though. Oh, Blaine Van der Merwe! Blaine Van der Merwe! All the way for another try. I love it. I absolutely love what this kid is offering us. Blaine Van der Merwe. Great in the scrum. And a try scorer to boot. That one is over. Oh, Washcheck is actually kicking. That's why I saw his name and it reminded me he was on the field. So Carter Jones is not doing the goal kicking, and it's Washcheck, it is Tatriscu, and it's all happening, folks. This is why we watch the final 10 minutes. We are strong finishers. 50 is up. Gossard away to Washcheck, who's got points. Let's be fair. A couple of conversions to his name. Carter Jones, pressure off rim. We've got an outside centre doing the kicking. Of course, just for confirmation purposes, Washcheck is naturally an inside centre, but as a reserve, you got to cover both spots. Leor goes short to Phil, who can't beat anyone this time. That sits up, and a big cluster of players here as well. Leor to Brock, and Taras is right there, and Taras has won. That secures the ball. Washcheck away to Gossard. Gossard tries to fumble his way through. Washcheck is really a creator, isn't he? I'm surprised for a guy I'm pretty sure doesn't have playmaking stars. He does a very, very tidy job. This one into touch would be very good as well. And it does. This is nice. 76 into the game. Pretty much 77 now. If that line out taking place of an overthrow would have been very nice. Inside pass, very good for Latu. And on their own 22, here they are, the infantry. And we are itching to rush up. It's gone away to Murphy. He's popped it out to, Kosmiscu. What a name. Now the kick, the box kick from Laidlaw. Not the Scotsman, but he could be. And it's there for Gossard, who's not going to kick this. This is great work. I love it. Oh, no, he's knocked it on. I do like how he play it from the back. It does give me some excitement having a back three that love to run the ball. It's advantage here for the infantry. Full knock on. And 53-15, 2.5 minutes to go. They're going to look to play it out here. Going to look to give themselves another try. That should be a turnover. It is, and yes, advantage still on their side. We will go back to the scrum, which winds down the clock with just 1 minute to play. They've gone short side, and Prippett has been their best player. I think him and, that's a knock on. And away comes Ross Taras to the halfway line. Now we've got advantage for a knock on. Brock decides now we don't want it, we'll kick it away, and it's out in the full. And we'll go back. Yeah, we do. That was a good kick from Brocky. Time is up. I'm expecting we'll just turn sideways and smash it. Nope. Oh, what? Brock, what are you doing, man? You stepped the guy, made him look like a dick, And then, yeah, Wozczyk, yeah, good work. Wozczyk has been great. I'm really excited to see him get a chance. And that is the amazing thing that injuries give you in this game of GRM now. You get to see these guys who you wouldn't risk starting. They get a chance. And I mean, Wozczyk probably won't start it outside centre next weekend, but we've seen him in action, and we know he's stood up pretty well. Ross Taras got man of the match there, if you didn't notice that too, which is really cool. Ross Taras is a great little player for us, so I'm really impressed with what he's done. We had so many standouts, a great game. I love how we're playing the short passes from the big guys. We're creating space, creating opportunities that we weren't doing in previous rounds as well. So really exciting to see where the Invaders are actually going at the moment. Some great plays, some great players. Josh Evans has been phenomenal as well. Let's have a look at some stats here, folks, before we wrap up today's episode. 53-15, a thrashing, really. Really happy as well that we only restricted them to 2 tries, which is a definite highlight for me, personally. Possession and territory, just over 50% for the Invaders. Tackles, we made a good 30-odd less than these guys, the infantry. Missed tackles, though, still a concern, 21-29. We did miss a lot of tackles as well. 7 tries to 2. Handling errors pretty low. We can accept that. Good attacking rucks. Turnovers 1. Got them down. Now, I have been tweaking the ruck numbers ever so slightly because I think we're a little bit too light and we were conceding a lot of turnovers. I've tweaked it all just a little nick over the last couple of weeks. And I mean, I know it's a droid side, so you can't take too much from it, but I'm gonna watch that. And we've got the big game next episode as well, against those Rosario Rockets. So we'll really see there if it's made much of a difference at all to our team. We conceded 3 penalties to their 6. We did dominate their scrum a little bit as well. We did steal any of their lineouts, which is a bit of a concern. They had a very, very good lineout. They did actually steal 2 of ours. Time in the red zone, they actually spent more time there than us, but they only scored 2 tries. So big props to our defence there on that one. A man of the match, Ross Taras, didn't score any points or any tries. Did get a try assist, but look at that. 12 tackles and 3 turnovers. Well played, Rossi. Well played, Mr. Taras. Player stats. Let's have a look here at how we went. Injury, of course. Yeah, look, hit that nail on the head perfectly as well. Half an hour for Wozczyk. How did he go? I mean, half an hour and he got a 7.9, and he replaced Gage Carter, who was having not a bad game, almost at 30. So we'll have a bit of a look here afterwards and see where Mr. Carter sits injury-wise. Will he be fit for next week, or we have to replace him? And see who's in the team as well. We'll have a bit of a looky there on that one. Okay, front row. Blaine van der Merwe, another try. Another try. 2 of our 3 front rows scored tries. Van der Merwe and Tatriscu scoring 1 each. 32.5 for Blaine and for Tatriscu, 48. Very good match for the replacement, probably starting hooker now in our side. He did go up in a scrum though, which is a bit of a concern, but we'll see how Kikuchi looks when he gets back. Mark Collins had a quiet one, just a 19. Didn't do anything too badly. Didn't actually miss any tackles overall, which, I mean, if you don't have an impact on attack, just do your defensive work well, and I'm happy with that. Second row, saw then Gideon Richards gets a low 20s, 22 and 23, pretty much exactly the same. Sam Cooper piled on a good 48, but Josh Evans just a 33. But Ross Taras a 63, enough for man of the match for the big number 8, the bald eagle that he is. Chua Lior coming in with a 46, very good. And Brock Bondesio, 1.2 off getting man of the match. Brocky is loving life at the moment in the number 10 jumper. He's playing very, very well. And of course got himself that try to boot. Phil Muhammad had a quiet one by his standards, but still 31. Very, very good. Carter Jones with a 52.5. He is massive. And it's good to see we've got good players in the wings too. Wozczyk, a guy we talked about already, I think played very nicely. He actually took over the kicking duties from Carter Jones when he come on for Gage Carter. Clyde Edwards finally scored a try, and it was a screamer as well for the right winger. Intercept try, barreling away 80 metres as well. Scored that one, 48 rating for him. And Batwaldi Gossard, who is our superstar with a 42.6. A very nice match, a very good Packer ratings, 5 points in the bank, bonus point for our 4 tries as well, and overall a very, very good game. But that does concern me, a guy that is so pivotal missing 4 tackles. If only he got those 4 tackles, imagine what he would have rated then. Oh well, we'll work on that. Carter Jones tackling. Note it down. Right, so before we check out the table and when we set up that big win over the infantry, this is the injury situation here for Mr. Gage Carter, 87 rated American. A bit of an old fella now as well, but he's out for 3 games. So 2 guys out injured now. We've still got Kikuchi, who is out for 1 more game. And then we have, of course, Gage Carter out for 3. I've already replaced him in the side, and that replacement will be a guy you guys are familiar with as well. Manchu Mayo is back in the starting team. He is a preferred outside centre. The guy you guys seen in the as reserve was this guy, Griffith Waschik. An inside centre preference, but played really well considering for an inside centre. You look at guys like Carter Jones, has a bit of playmaking. The other fella who's in the reserves here, Dylan Fox, a little bit of playmaking as well. That's where you toss it up between. And then you get this kid, Waschik, who just comes in and plays a great role replacement at outside centre. So really be pleased with how he come on the field as well. And you do notice Jones, Fox, Waschik, all very similarly rated as well. This kid though is a big fella. I'm trying to get him to go maybe just under 100 kilos, or maybe we'll just actually sit him on 105. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because he could be a really good, charging player, like explosive, breaking tackle player as well, with a good finesse sort of game as well, with good passing and good deft touches. So maybe we'll look at the big guy sort of story for Waschik. We are training his speed and tackling. His fitness is already up there as well. So defense is pretty important for me. Carter Jones, though, let us down big time, but of course, that's what he is training, is 72 on his tackling as well as acceleration. So, interesting, though, that Waschik did take the kicking tee. Gocking is 77. Oh, yes, and he's 78, so a little bit better. But overall, enough is enough, isn't it, to get those kicks over. So, that's what we're going with next episode. We'll go with Manchu Mayo into the side to do his wares at outside centre. To be honest, though, the only other outside centre we've got is Bjorn Fisher, who is 79 rated and pretty much quite far off the overall mark here. Speed is quite considerably down. You see, where is he? Mayo is up in the 80s for speed. A lot of skills, and mostly 70 and 80s. You see this fella down here, there's quite a few 60s, 70s as well. So nowhere near it. Tackling is the only skill in the 80s on those skill sides. And here, he's got nothing except fitness in the 80s. So he's quite far off the mark. To be honest, I'd quite like to sell him, but he does train very fast and skills. So we could get those up to the cap, have him a nice little backup, Mr. Fisher, but we'll see how he goes over time. But overall, we got a great depth to the side. You guys know, you've seen it all the time, but I mean, the guys like Guzman, another one you haven't seen, 19, 84 overall, this kid can play. Scrum half, we've got great depth as well. Ma'a Gray is another one. I'm trying to look at all the young guys. Lafayette Collett, fullback, phenomenal. I mean, to have a guy like this, I mean, Gossard is something else, don't get me wrong, but a kid like this coming through the ranks, trains pretty quick as well. Not great, but fairly good compared to a guy in the 30s to 40s. That's really nice. And then, of course, you got these reserves. Jacqueline Nicholas, you guys have seen him in the first game. Really good upcoming player as well. Getting him nicely sorted. Who else is it we want to show you guys? Ryan Morton, another fullback. We are absolutely, like I said, blessed with fullbacks. This kid is something else. Playmaking as well on a fullback is very interesting. You know, Gossard also has 3 stars on playmaking, which is interesting. He has a real talent. This guy's phenomenal. The shame about that though, 50. But overall though, he's a superstar, an absolute superstar. Best player on the team though, just to keep you guys up to date, is of course Phil Muhammad. Look at this guy. Such a shame he's 28, but max speed, max fitness. Of course, we're working on, I think, acceleration next training. Just maxed that this week. But yeah, just amazing. Get that tackling up, get things up. This guy is going to be a rock for maybe 3 or 4 seasons, hopefully at least. But that's where we sit with the squad. Overall, just wanted to show you guys, Carter's out and Mayo is in. So let's take a little looky at, not that, that's not what I wanted to see at all. Home results. And when you see the Invaders are now on a 5-win, 3-loss record. good after we were 3-3. 2 good wins sees us coming up towards that top 10, 14th position. But we have a date with these Trumps next, which is going to be tough. They're actually 6-2. They've lost twice now. I don't know what's going on there. But we are chasing the gauntlet with these fellas as well. 26 points now and making our way nicely up the leaderboard where we deserve to be, where we should be. Let's be fair. We really should be up there as well with the best of these sides. I think as time goes on, we are going to get nicely settled as well. With 4 weeks to our stadiums ready as well, guys. That is going to be big when we can rack up 300k per game instead of 175 or something that we get now. Interestingly enough, I'm just going to have a look at the Rosario Rockets. Oh, they played CJ. Oh, thank you, CJ. 26-25. Thumbs up to you, buddy. I know you watch these and quite active around the forums and things like that. Thank you very much. 26-25. I'm not going to win next week. Oh, I'm sorry to say it, but that is DC's the pinnacle. This fellow with his Hawke's Bay Sharks beating them by 1 point. Either someone had a really good game or a really bad game. Either way, we're in trouble. We are in trouble next round against these Rosario Rockets. So a bit concerned, a bit worried about that one. But that is our next match for round 9. And I mean, we're halfway through the season already. Unbelievable. At home against the Rosario Rockets, coming off a couple of wins, which is nice. So should get a good crowd for this game. I don't know how we're going to go. Let's have a look at their team. Just before we wrap up, maybe they got a couple of injuries. Where are they? R. Oh, of course I'm on I. R. There they go. No injuries. No injuries at all. They're full strength. Oh, dear. And look at us all. Look at this 90s, 80s, 95. Oh, wow, 96. Gonna be a tough one, folks. Gonna be a really toughie. And when you got 89 guys sitting on the bench, suppose we've got similar, but I think we're going to really lose out in the forwards. That's going to be that's going to be where we lose the match completely. Like we've seen in round 1 when we played them. I mean, I don't want to get donutted again by these guys, so we need to score points. And I feel sorry for the guys like Nicholas and whoever we played. I think Hanano, fly half as well. Those guys suffered because we got smashed, and I was like, nope, not good enough. Change it up. And since then, we've had an easier run, a couple of tight losses here and there, but overall, those guys now have to earn their chance back after getting the first nod of the season. This game looks tough, and hopefully we can get a nice result. Fingers crossed. Alrighty, that does wrap me up for today. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. A good win for the Invaders. I'll be back again for our game against these chumps, the Rosario Rockets. So I hope to see you all there for that. Thank you as always to GRM for letting me make these videos on the game. Great fun to play. Always learning, always developing on this match as well. And hopefully that can transform into an upset win over the Rockets. So huge thanks to those guys. If you're not involved in GRM, get to the site, globalrugbymanager.com, download the client, get your team, create your side. And if you ever need any hints and tips, the forums are always a great place to go and get some insight as well from some guys who, well, they have a great deal of knowledge about the game and spend a great deal of time making amazing little documents and things like that on what is happening in the GRM world. So go there, get involved, and support the game as well. Donations, a cup of coffee is all you need to throw these guys' way to help keep GRM nicely in development. Until next time, though, thanks for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you for the Rosario Rockets. Take care.